بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. Unit 5. Listen to electrical circuit. Electrical circuit. الدائرة الكهربائية. This is a picture for an electrical circuit. Start here. 1. Do you know these electrical symbols? These symbols. This one. This one. And this one. This one. Number 5. This. And this. This one. Number 8. Do you know these electrical symbols? Label the circuit diagram with the words in the box with these words. Battery, conductor, الموصل, fuse, these are fuses. Yeah, these things are fuses. Lamp, negative, positive, switch. This is a switch. مفتاح التشغيل. terminal. These are terminals. Now look at the picture. Look at these symbols. Number 1. What's this? This is the symbol for what? Lamp. Number 2. This line. Conductor. 4. What's this? Number 4. Battery. A battery has 2 sides, this one and this one. What's this? Number 3. This is the negative side. Negative. And number 5. This is the positive side. Positive. What's this? Number 6. This is the switch. 7. Terminal. And what's this? Number 8. This is the fuse. 2. Listen and label the diagram with the words in the box. Okay, write these words here. Battery, cables, أسلاك, controller, lamps, solar panel. Listen.
Flow. Recording 28.
Right. Now let's look at this diagram of the circuit up here. Can you see it clearly? On the left here, you can see a solar panel, okay?
Where is the solar panel? It's on the left. This one, number one. Number one, solar panel.
Can you see it clearly? On the left here, you can see a solar panel, okay? The solar panel collects the sunlight and changes it into electricity. And here, on the right, you can see 3 lamps. These 3 long things.
Where are the lamps? These things on the right. 1, 2, 3. 3 lamps. Lamps. Again.
And here, on the right, you can see 3 lamps. These 3 long things, okay? And there, between the panel and the lamps, you can see a controller and a battery.
A controller and a battery.
Excuse me, sir. Which one is the controller?
Well, the controller's at the top, okay? And of course the battery's at the bottom, here.
At the top. This is the controller. Controller. And this is the battery.
Below the controller. And finally, you can see some electrical cables or wires. The cables run from the panel, through the controller, into the battery and also into the lamps.
These are the cables. Number 3, cables. Three, listen and match the items with their specifications. Specifications. مواصفات. Number 1, solar panel, controller, battery, lamps, electrical current. Electrical current. Current. التيار. التيار الكهربائي. And these are the specifications. 12 volt, 8 watt. DC. Direct current. 5 amps. 60 watts, 12 volt, 100 amperes hour.
Unit 5. Recording 29.
Okay? So to summarize, here again, these are the main parts of the system. A 60-watt solar panel,
60 watt, what? 60 watt solar panel. 60 watt solar panel. Solar panel number 1. That's right, number 1.
a 5-amp controller,
5 amp controller,
a 12-volt 100 ampere hours battery,
12 volt 100 amperes hour battery,
and 3 12-volt 8-watt lamps.
12 volt 8 watt lamps, 3 lamps.
Excuse me, what kind of electrical current is it?
It's a direct current, DC. Is that clear now?
Direct current. The electrical current is direct current, DC. 4. Work in pairs. Look again at the diagram in 2. Where does the current flow in these 3 situations? 3 situations. الحالات الثلاث. Draw arrows. Situation 1. The sun shines. The lamps are on. The sun shines. The lamps are on. Okay. This is the solar panel. The solar panel receives sunlight and changes it into electrical current. So current flows from the solar panel into the controller, Look, the lamps are on. And from the controller, current flows into the lamps. This is situation 1. Situation 2. The sun shines. The lamps are off. The lamps are off. Okay, current comes from here, from the solar panel into the controller and from the controller to the battery. Yeah, the battery will store electricity. This is situation 2. Situation 3. The sun doesn't shine. The lamps are on. Yeah, there is no sun. Where does the current come from? It comes from the battery. Current comes from the battery into the controller. And from the controller into the lamps. This is situation 3. Read the manual for the solar panel and check your answers to 4. Let's read and check our answers. Okay. How does the solar power system work? The panel converts the sun's energy into a DC electrical current. Again, the panel converts تحول the sun's energy into a DC electric current. The current flows to the controller. Then it can flow from the controller to the lamps, or it can flow from the controller into the battery. The battery stores the electricity. Stores, تخزن, تحفظ the electricity. The current can flow from the battery into the lamps through the controller. If the sun shines, if the sun shines, the DC current can flow from the panel through the controller and into the lamps. If the sun doesn't shine, the current can flow from the battery through the controller and into the lamps. If the lamps are off, the current can flow from the panel through the controller and into the battery. The controller controls the flow of the current. يتحكم في تدفق التيار. If the battery is full, the controller stops the flow from the panel into the battery. If the battery is empty, فارغة, the controller stops the flow from the battery into the lamps. Language. If معناها إذا. Let's read. If the sun shines, comma, the current flows from the panel. If the sun doesn't shine, the current flows from the battery. If the battery is full, comma, انتهى الشرط. If the battery is full, the current doesn't flow into the battery. If the lamps are not on, the current flows into the battery. Thank you.